Hey guys, I just wanted to post a really quick response to my last video about the interview with the furry. I got into some really interesting conversations with a few people about not caring about what people think or being a certain way. And for example, this guy who was actually he was a very, very kind person. I just a very nice person, and I'm always excited when I meet nice people. But he was in kind of a club or a deal where he was a wolf, and he had considered himself a wolf, and it was something that made him very happy. And I got to thinking about how many of us don't really do things that are not considered mainstream because they're worried about what people think or what type of reaction we'll get from people. And it was just so interesting to me that we are all so unbelievably desperate just to blend in, that there are a lot of things that we don't allow ourselves to enjoy. A good example is I went to a bookstore to buy a book once. The J.R.R. Tolkien book. I love J.R.R. Tolkien, and I'm just a huge fan. It's like my dirty thing. And where I come from, that type of stuff is considered just way out there and nerdy and uncool. And so it was always kind of a hard thing that I've always had a hard time admitting. But so I went to go get this book though, and when I was in the bookstore at the coffee store, there was a very attractive man looking at me, and we didn't even talk to each other, but I didn't buy the book. I actually bought a different book, so I didn't want him to see me get it. I bought The Glass Castle. It was alright. I liked it. And it was just so funny because it's like we're losing almost for when it comes to, enjoying things. And I mean, I got these hobbies like J.R.R. Tolkien and stuff. It doesn't affect my job. It doesn't, it doesn't affect my education. It doesn't really have anything. It's not even anybody else's business, but it makes me somehow uncool to many people. And that, in my opinion, it's almost ridiculous that and I know there's more people out there. When I say we, I don't mean everybody, but there's people out there who really honestly care about what others think. And I was just, basically that was it. I thought it was so sad that they were winning. And because it shouldn't be that way, and we should have things that we enjoy that make us happy. My roommate gave me a really funny one, and I actually promised her I was going to share one of mine that I felt that I could never admit to anyone because I felt that it would make me uncool. And what it was is that I like to listen to Dr. Laura. And if you don't know who Dr. Laura is, you can Google her along with TATU. And and a lot of people don't like her. They think that she's horrible, and some of her opinions I think are a little off the wall. But I love the stories, and I know that she just has good intentions, and I'm always curious what she says. And so I listen to her, and I know people are going to be sending messages like, oh my god, you're horrible, whatever. I mean, that should be something I should be able to enjoy without you guys, or not you guys, but without people not thinking me weird or strange. And it doesn't, and that's basically what this is about. I mean, and it's like I'm so done and sick of it, of having to have different hobbies or not being able to enjoy things because of what other people think. And that was kind of the lesson that I learned from this person, that he wasn't afraid to draw so much attention to himself that he was still, and this made him happy, and he was going to be happy no matter what. And that's something that I'm really working on, and I guess, and I thought that was amazing. And I am encouraging you to also post your one thing that you've been afraid to tell people because you think that you won't be cool anymore, and, kind of win this war, because as I said before, it doesn't affect your job or their job or education. I mean, literally, when I said it doesn't affect their life, and you should be able to have these things, and just because it's not cool and mainstream is a stupid reason not to enjoy something. So, anyways, other than that, school's going well, I'm having a good time. I'm actually running for an office in my dorms. and that's probably putting myself more out there than I've ever been, so I will let you guys know how that goes, because I'm really nervous. But anyways, thank you very much. Thank you for the people who commented on the furry video, and I hope that everyone out there is having as good a time with life as I am right now. Rock on. Peace.